Here's a good one for you, Finey. Rob Rice says, will an AFL club take a chance on Cam McCarthy, or have we seen the last of him?
Yeah, I don't think Cam McCarthy wants to play league football. It's funny.
Has he said that, or are you just assuming that?
It's funny. I know a gentleman who comes to Victoria, excellent, fantastic businessman, one of the major pet food producers in Australia, and he has a Melbourne plant, and I know the gentleman, and his son is best mates with Cam. He suggested to me at the start of the year that, Cam's a little bit complex and has, had some issues off field, some mental health issues, I think.
He's taken time away from the game because of that previously.
Yeah. And he's really comfortable in the company of mates, and the pressure and expectations of AFL football have not helped his anxiety. So maybe, in Jesse Hogan may be the same. We have to understand that anxiety stress disorder is peaked by the spotlight. So AFL football does not suit everybody, no matter your talents. And the people might sort of be shocked at the likes of himself, the young man, the premiership player for the Bulldogs,
Tom
Boyd. And, those of us who would have loved to have had an entry in the Encyclopedia of Football for one game and would have feasted on it for the rest of our lives, being an AFL footballer, even if we played one game and got one kick. Can't believe that others talented enough to play 200 games don't enjoy it. But that's just how it is. And I think that's Cam's situation.
Well, I think another factor too is that, the mental health issue is obviously huge, but I think maybe the numbers of young guys we've seen over the last decade or so sort of voluntarily walk away from an AFL career. I'm not even saying this in a critical way, but I'm not sure the pull of being an AFL player is as all-consuming for younger people as it was. As the AFL becomes more of a professional workplace, as these players come through what is a fairly regimented junior pathway. So, you wonder sometimes whether the fun gets taken out of the game for them at a lot earlier age than it used to. Some of these under-18 guys are playing in, under-18 or junior development squads from the time they're 14 years old, and they're already having, diet and fitness and exercise regimes drummed into them. And footy ceases, they sort of lose that pure joy that you started playing the game for in the first place. So I think that's a bit of a factor as well. Plus, I think there are a lot more both lifestyle and perhaps career options for young guys coming through the system now. It's possible to earn a decent living and have a lot less pressure on you doing something else than playing footy. So it's an interesting topic, but I think everyone would agree in the case of a guy like McCarthy. He's got heaps of natural talent from that point of view only. It's a shame.
Yeah, we, and quite rightly, have invested in our younger generation, our kids, us as parents, Rowan, and the voice, giving our kids a voice. And that voice includes saying whether or not, it's not just for kids, it's not just for 12-year-olds. We used to say, we take our kids down a footy, and then the more progressive parents would say, look, if he doesn't enjoy it, we'll find something else. And that was considered sort of avant-garde parenting when we were starting off as parents. Now we invest that same lifestyle choice to our kids as young adults and to adults as well. In other words, there's nothing wrong in saying that this is not for me. So
yeah,
as long as we're true in saying that everybody has the right to be heard and to say, what make what is difficult for them and what they want their life to be, which everybody has the right, I believe, to choose their own path, then we need to respect choices like that, don't we? I think in the past, players who felt like Cam and Tom Boyd would have shut up and just kept playing.
Yeah, no, you're probably right. I mean, like I'm not proud, but I'm okay with the fact that I've given, my children a voice. Unfortunately, they use their voice either to tell me to shut up or to get stuffed. But I've given them a voice.